purplecarrot.com and entering code VEGGIES30 at checkout today. Purple Carrot, the easiest way to eat more plants.
The average funeral is $10,000, and it's your loved ones that'll get the bill. If you're age 50 to 80, call 800-489-0417 to learn more about affordable final expense life insurance. I'll give you the number again in a minute. There's no exam, approvals right over the phone, and your rate is guaranteed for life. Knowledgeable people are standing by to help and answer all your questions. Click on the player banner or visit finalexpensenetwork.com or just call 800-489-0417.
Did you know that the equivalent of a garbage truck's worth of plastic is dumped in the ocean every minute? 17.6 billion pounds every year. Seabirds are dying after mistakenly eating it. I'm actor Sam Waterston, and I don't want to pollute our oceans every time I buy my groceries, go out to eat, or purchase a beverage. You deserve a plastic-free choice. Join the campaign. Go to oceana.org/plastics today.
I'm United States Surgeon General Jerome Adams. Even though not all of us risk a severe case of coronavirus, we all risk getting it and spreading it to others, maybe without even realizing that we're sick. We need to follow state and local guidelines, take extra precautions if at higher risk, wash our hands frequently, stay 6 feet from others when we can, and when we can't, please, I'm begging you, wear a face covering. Say it with me, America. Coronavirus stops with me. You can learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at taxpayer expense.
Did you know there are over 1,000 podcasts on radio.com? Download the app or head to radio.com to listen to all your favorite national and local podcasts, including your favorite morning shows and radio shows on demand. At the top of the app homepage, click the podcast icon to discover new shows, subscribe, and manage your podcast subscriptions. Go to your app store or radio.com/download for all your podcast listening. Radio.com.
Gage.
We served our country like those before us.
You know, it was a dangerous area. All of Vietnam was dangerous.
The carnage of war left an indelible mark on me.
We came back and built lives. As time went on, we faced new challenges and found support to handle them.
I went to the VA, talked to my doctor.
I started doing groups. I started doing one-on-one counseling.
At MakeTheConnection.net, you can hear our stories and find tools and services available to you.
It's 4 a.m. and you're sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. If you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Let's get back to Jonathan Zaslow and the Heat pregame show on AM 790, FM 104.3, HD2 The Ticket, and streaming on the radio.com app.
I don't care what anybody says. It feels good playing on our home floor. You know, it just feels at home. It feels like you get to enjoy the day, you know, see your family or whatever, do your normal routine. So, you know, this still matters even though there's no fans.
That's Heat big man Bam Adebayo. Welcome back to American Airlines Arena. Jonathan Zaslow here with your Miami Heat pregame show on AM 790 and FM 104.3 HD2. The Ticket, it's the Heat and the Bucks. The first of 2 nights in a row against Milwaukee, the team, of course, who the Heat defeated in the postseason just a few months ago in 5 games in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Let's take a look at the Heat week ahead before we hear from the coach. Of course, tomorrow, right back at it here, same time, same opponent. Friday, the Heat hit the road for one game in Dallas. That'll be a 7 p.m. start. And then on Monday, right back here on the home floor against Oklahoma City. The head coach, Eric Spoelstra, he was available pregame. It was about 45 minutes ago. Here he was.
The team told us, I guess, about an hour and a half ago that there's going to be about 100 friends and family in the building tonight. How excited will you be to hear even a smattering of friendly voices?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. My wife is going to go, at least just for a little bit. We've been planning on this for a long time. We just want to make sure that we get all the protocols right, and that the health and safety is still the priority. And we think we know we can do this in a safe way. But it's great to have some of our loved ones in the stands tonight.
I know it's almost cliche to ask it, but I know because you're focused on what's going on the floor. But can it be a boost for guys to have their wives and their kids and people like that here? I mean, do you expect that to be?
I don't know if it's as much of a boost for us. I think it's a boost for the family. Just to be able to have some normalcy and have a real opportunity to support their loved ones. That's probably been the hardest part. Is the family not being able to see us work.
You guys obviously know the Bucks really well after that playoff series. This year, Bud has sent them to the offensive glass a little bit more. How does that change kind of what they do offensively and change what you guys, if at all, focus on against them?
Yeah, they're unique because they usually have somebody there on the weak side, and it's not always a big. It can be a perimeter player. That just gives them more opportunities to attack and play to their identity. They're a great transition team. They're a great downhill team. They get to the free throw line. They put pressure on you in the paint. And this is another way, a different way to play in their wheelhouse.
So that's the head coach, Eric Spoelstra, again. That was just about 45 minutes ago, and you heard him mention there as well where the team is opening up the lower bowl here in the arena to about 100 friends and family for tonight's contest. Now, we do know in the state of Florida, they are allowing fans in attendance in sporting events. The Toronto Raptors playing in Tampa, the Orlando Magic you saw on opening night last week, they have fans in their buildings. So the Heat, for the very first time, are going to have about 100 family and friends in the arena tonight watching the contest, and that's probably a sign that we're trending in that direction here at American Airlines Arena as well. That'll be great to see some people, maybe some familiar faces in the building watching the Heat take on the Milwaukee Bucks tonight as Mike Inglis and Ruth Riley Hunter have your call at 7:30. We'll keep an eye on the opponent coming up next. You're listening to the Miami Heat pregame show on AM 790 and FM 104.3 HD2.
Papa Charlie's Italian Beef wants to thank you for 30 years of loyalty by offering a hot 4-pound price at all your Tony's Fresh Market locations.
I'm journalist Ben Ryder, and on my podcast, The Edge, I've been investigating one of the biggest sports scandals ever, the Houston Astros sign-stealing scheme. Now, in a special 2-part series finale, I'm getting to the bottom of it. I'm exclusively talking to the man who knows the Astros' secrets, Jeff Luhnow.
This will be the first time I've had an opportunity to tell my story.
I'm revealing the corruption ran deeper than anybody realizes.
I don't think that if you really wanted to dig, you'd be happy with what you found.
You'll learn why the Astros scandal is just the tip of the iceberg.
When there's this much money at stake, you can't stop people from compromising their ethics to try and gain an edge.
Bounce will awaken, our ring is not fake. Astros will prevail.
Listen to The Edge, Houston Astros, available now for free on radio.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Tim Weiner. I want to tell you about my new podcast, Whirlwind, the story of the long covert struggle between Russia and the United States. We're talking to CIA directors, KGB spies, and international experts to learn about the political warfare of the past and connect it to what's happening today. Listen to Whirlwind on radio.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Florida,
The following message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Hi, this is Bobby Bowden. You know, when I was coaching football, I always wanted my team to be as prepared as possible for every game we played. Well, the year-round hazards we face here in Florida are no game and can be very dangerous, and you need to be as prepared as possible for when disaster strikes. Go to floridadisaster.org so you can protect yourself, your family, and your business. So dadgummit, get a plan.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Florida, who do you meet? When you're working for a mover and shaker with strong ties to our community, who are they? When you encounter a group of people eager to roll up their sleeves, who are you most likely to work with? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Taking the initiative, being a good teammate, sacrificing personal glory for the greater good. These are qualities we expect of our leaders, and they're all being cultivated in the high schools right here in Florida. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Florida High School Athletic Association and the Florida Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
So why do teenagers play high school sports?
My reason why is a sense of purpose.
My reason why is love for the game.
My reason why is to inspire others.
One reason student athletes seldom mention is to get an athletic scholarship. They know that only 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship, and most of those are worth far less than the cost of tuition. So, why do they play?
My reason why is commitment.
My reason why is friendship.
A sense of purpose, love for the game, to help others, friendship. There are lots of great reasons to play high school sports and to participate in other high school activities like cheerleading, debate, and music. Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the Florida High School Athletic Association.
This is the Heat pregame show with Jonathan Zaslow on AM 790, FM 104.3 HD2 The Ticket, and streaming on the radio.com app.
Yeah, I would have to say the majority of our practices have looked like that, having that unselfishness and ball and player movement to the point in practice it's looked more